ITV Evening News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good evening. A rift has opened up at the top of the Labour Party over the future of Diane Abbott. Deputy Leader Angela Rayner has told ITV News she sees no reason Miss Abbott cannot stand at the general election. It puts her at odds, though, with Keir Starmer, who has been more cautious about the Labour veteran's future. Miss Abbott herself last night accused the party of culling left-wing candidates. That has been denied by Labour, but it has just days left to decide who will be on the ballot paper in exactly 5 weeks' time. Well, here's our Deputy Political Editor, Anushka Astana. Well, Anushka joins me now, and Anushka, Conservatives and Labour were talking tax on the election campaign trail today, both promising not to increase VAT, income tax or national insurance if elected. The Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, and his opposite number, Rachel Reeves, said they'd like to see the burden on households come down, but neither agreed to unfreeze income tax thresholds and effective tax increase for millions. Here's our political correspondent, Shihab Khan, on one of this campaign's key talking points. Well, both Labour and the Conservatives have pledged to invest in public services without raising taxes. So can it actually be done? Our economics editor, Joel Hills, is here to explain. Well, elsewhere today, Plaid Cymru launched their general election campaign in Bangor in Wales. At the past, Labour has announced plans for zero-tolerance zones in town centres in a bid to crack down on anti-social behaviour. Shadow Home Secretary Yvette Cooper says they'll recruit an extra 13,000 police officers and PCSOs if elected. The current Home Secretary, James Cleverly, said his party had boosted the number of officers by 20,000 since the last general election. Or from one of Labour's key target seats in the Rother Valley in South Yorkshire, here's our correspondent, Stacey Foster. Still to come on the ITV Evening News. A young girl is fighting for her life in hospital after being caught up in a shooting in East London. The 9-year-old was eating dinner with her family inside a restaurant at the time of last night's attack. 3 men sitting at a table outside were also injured. Graham Stothard has more. A primary school teacher who murdered her partner before burying his body in the garden has been jailed for life. Fiona Beale. The bodies of a father and son who disappeared while walking in the Scottish Highlands have been found by rescuers. Tom Parry and his 12-year-old son Richie went missing in Glencoe earlier this week. Our Scotland reporter Louise Scott is in Glencoe for us to see. Some other news, and a woman has been discharged after being seriously injured in a fatal stabbing on Bournemouth Beach. Buckingham Palace says the King will not be on horseback for this year's Trooping the Colour following his treatment for cancer. He will instead be in a carriage for the annual ceremony. It's still not clear whether Kate, the Princess of Wales, will attend. Our royal editor Chris Shipp is at Buckingham Palace this evening. And that is all for now. Gamal is back at 10 after tonight's Britain's Got Talent semi-final. But for me and all the evening news team, bye-bye.